Hey guys, it's Dr. Sam Robbins, and today's topic is about the pressure that guys have, or about the myth that guys always have high sex drive and they're ready to go anytime, any place, anywhere, and they can basically come and have an orgasm on demand. And I mentioned this because just the other day I was talking to a friend of mine, and he broke up with his girlfriend, and I said why and all that stuff, and he said that it was sexual problems. He said, she always expected me to be on when she wanted it. And then, all the things that I mentioned. He was like, man, I was always under pressure. And then sometimes I couldn't perform because of the pressure. And then afterwards, if things didn't happen, then she would blame me. Hey, are you cheating on someone? Or she would blame herself and say, you're not attracted to me anymore. He's like, man, it was always pressure, and all that stuff just made things worse. And he's like, why do they think we're all like always ready to go? And I said, it's a good point, because I've heard guys over the years tell me that. I've had to deal with that. And part of it is just the media, right? You're watching TV or a movie or a show, and then they're out on a date, and the guy like breaks the front door, they're coming home from the date, and things are like hot and heavy, and then he just like picks her up and starts having sex with her. I'm like, what? How'd that happen? Like in 1 minute, the guy got hard and he put it in and all that stuff. So that's obviously not realistic. Or you watch porn, and these guys are boom getting hard, they on demand, and then they have the quote unquote money shot on demand. And the truth is, that's a total lie. Years and years ago, I used to work at a gym in the Southern California Valley, and whereas like the porn star capital of the United States at that time. And I met a lot of porn guys, and eventually over the next few months and years, we start talking and this and that. And all of them would say, oh yeah, man, I got to take stuff to get hard, whether it was the Viagra at that time or Caverject, basically that would inject the penis right before sex. It would get hard and stay hard. I'm like, what? You guys? I thought like, you guys are the porn star guys. You're ready to go anytime. He's like, no, that's what people think. And he's like, plus with all the cameras and the lights and things that are popping in, he's like, it's hard to get an erection and stay hard. And so this is coming from like pros, the porn star pros, and they can't do it. So this expectation that we end up having on ourselves, whether it's indirect or direct because of the culture, because of media, or what women then think that we are. I mean, sure, maybe when you were like 14, 15, 16, things got erect super hard, super easy because your testosterone, all your hormones are optimal, your sensitivity is optimal, and also things were new and fresh and different back then. Now, years later, and especially if you're watching a lot of porn, you've almost become desensitized. And yes, your testosterone levels aren't what they used to be. Also, when we get older, we have a lot more stress, right? When you're in your teens, you don't have any stress. So you're working longer. At nights, it gets tired. That's another thing. Sometimes women just want sex, or you go on a date and sex is something you do late at night or at the end of the night. And that's like the worst time for a guy. His sex drive isn't as high at night. It's higher during the daytime, in the morning and early day. So it's harder for him to get an erection, all this stuff. So you got to really do all the right things to optimize your hormones, your testosterone levels. So I guess my whole point with this is, and below this video, I put links on how to improve your erections, testosterone, and all that stuff, is that maybe you want to share this with your girlfriend or whomever, that it's not normal and it's not natural, and it's a myth that guys are always ready to go at a moment's notice, and you get an erection anytime, anywhere, and then basically have an orgasm on demand. Don't go too early, don't go too late. And I've had girls be like, okay, babe, now you come. I'm like, what? It's not like you push a button, all of a sudden I come. So now I'm even more stressed. And I start thinking about it. All right, come. And then now I'm like thinking more. And obviously that's the worst thing you can do. Anyhow, that was my point with this, is that if you do feel that pressure, or that, that someone else thinks about that, you're not alone. It's not normal. Guys don't always have a high sex drive. We're not always ready to go, and especially as we get older. So with that said, I hope this was helpful. Let me know if something you've dealt with, or if you agree or disagree. Let me know in the comments. And again, underneath in the description area, I've posted a bunch of information and links and videos about how to increase your testosterone levels and be able to perform better and all that stuff. So be nice to yourself. Have a wonderful, happy, and healthy day. Bye.